Greetings, Afterlifers, and welcome to another First Impressions look. This time we're taking out Macabre, a four-player co-op horror game from the developers over at WeForge Studio. This is their first game. It's a three developer team. A four-player co-op nightmare where you must outsmart a monster that adapts to your every move, enter a volatile time-rific craft, and upgrade gear to survive, and face shifting objectives on procedural maps where you band together or betray your friends for the lion's share of the loot. And this is early access. Oh, we're gonna come soon to early access. The game is still work in progress. All this stuff you see here. And yes, I'm being joined by Eagle Wolf once again. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so.
Well, look what the rift dragged in. Name's Banjo. Hate to break it to you, but you didn't just land here by dumb luck. Someone, or something, wanted you here. And from what I've seen, that usually doesn't end well. Lucky for you, though, I've got a little project in the works. But, see this leg? She's cooked. So I need someone, mobile to poke around and fetch me a few things. But don't worry, I've got a gift for you. The Atomic Space Shifter. What a treat. This little beauty, well, lets me yank you back to this timeline. Most of you, anyway. So you get to experience the, wonders.
Okay, first of all, I love that little intro.
Over again for all eternity.
Right.
Or, until I figure out what to do next.
Might live long enough to regret it. I mean, escape. Yeah, escape.
Right.
I love little touches like that.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna set this on high because holy crap. They set it on epic, and I'm like, yeah, epic. Microphone setup only available in lobby or in game. Okay. That's interesting. Performance, controls. No head bobbing, please. Thank you. Alright, host a game or play with your mates. Okay, I'm gonna host a private lobby. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's a lot here. Okay. Let me see. Can I invite you here? Oh, I can invite. Hey, there you go. I can invite you. Via the Steam friends list. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so we could change. I guess we could change characters. Hold on. How is this? Ooh, their classes too. Okay. All right. Well, you know what that means, Angle. We gotta go from left to right and figuring out what the heck this all means. Oh, this is a tutorial video. Let's see. Oh, that links to YouTube. Okay. We'll just wing it. I mean, we winged it before, right?
Yeah, we tend to wing a lot of things.
Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna read the descriptions. So we have primary. No, it's not a ray gun. You half-wit. It's a far more powerful. Features include locating and bleeding stuff from other timelines, gathering samples, and oh yeah, immortality. Fuck, I'm good. That's a little description of the primary of the primary class description.
Nice.
As long as you got it on you, I can yank your consciousness back to our timeline, letting you relive the delightful, sanity-shredding horrors of the Rift over and over and over, and that's just version 1.0. Wild upgrades are in the works, but I need more fragments to get a move on. Okay, secret tools guide you to hidden artifacts, making treasure hunts in the Rift a breeze if you know how to use them. Ideal for keeping nasties at arm's length, or if you just fancy causing a bit of chaos. Light, portable, and potent, perfect for when things get dicey. So that's range. And then for deployable, top-notch traps, alerts, and monsters stalling brilliance. These beauties should give you enough time to scamper out the back door. And we need to purchase these at at Banjo's shop. Apparently, we have. Just enough to, oh, okay. Oh, so we have to buy them separately. Okay, okay.
Yeah, and some of it's level locked.
Yeah, so... Okay, content available on release. So this is not even available for the demo. Interesting. Each one has their own little icon thing that we have to... Alright, how good are the voices here? Let's see... Audio. Okay, so it's push to talk. Hey, Angle, can you hear me? Angle?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How good is it?
Seems a little low. How is it on your end?
I have to go to the audio because the voice chat thing shows itself. Hold on, let me. All right, how about now?
Yeah, you sound pretty good now.
Okay, hold on. Let me audio output. Okay, so you have to put the input volume to 2 because for some reason it was like at the lowest number, like 1 or something. Did you change your voice chat options too?
No, I haven't. I'm just looking at them right now.
Okay. Okay, so loadouts. Okay, so we can buy. Oh, so we can use the bottles to throw distractions, but we get to level 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so level 3. So range and deployables are available. The highest the highest unlock is a level 8, which is a chaos flare gun. This game apparently has a lot of dailies, apparently. Or tasks, I guess.
Yeah, I went ahead and remapped the voice chat buttons to the mouse.
Oh, wow. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, because they got two voice chat buttons, like one for proximity and then another one for radio.
so what did you put for your voice chat and radio voice chat?
I put it for the two thumb buttons I have on my mouse.
Okay, so... Okay, yeah, same. Alright, well, I mean, there's not much else we can do. So... Okay, well, whenever you are ready, Angle. Alright, we'll see how this goes here. Rating on players. Players connected in... Okay. Nice pants.
All right, need you to find a big scanner thing. It lights up like a Christmas tree. We called it
Okay,
the
so
disco
apparently
stick.
we do the
Oh
Terminator
yeah, we had a
entrance.
fair few parties with it before, I'm losing you. A really bad line. I'm going through a tunnel. Catch you later.
Okay, so the primary objective, if you press tab, primary objective is to the southeast, and we have about 20 minutes. But there's places like a relay tower and revive shrine, apparently, that we can go to.
Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and head south relay.
Okay, let me... Alright, speak now. Speak...
Alright, testing. Figure we could...
Yeah, let me turn down... Let me turn down the music. Alright, let's go. You look ridiculous in shorts.
It's because I need to shave my legs.
You know what? Love the atmosphere. So far. Love it. Love it.
Right? The whole fog. The creepy vibe.
As soon as I responded, I saw the fog. I was like, "Oh God, my frames!" But my frames didn't tank. Thank God. Okay, there's the first relay station. Okay, nothing in here. It's empty, just like our hopes and dreams. Okay, outpost is revealed. Ooh, there are locations on the map. Okay. Well, let's go over here. Lab discovered, huh? Ooh. Okay, no items in here. Oh. My heart's beating fast.
Yeah, there was some duct tape and a camera in there. I already got that.
Okay. There's nothing over here. Okay. Alright, on to the next location. This location right next to the relay station. Oh, fuel station. I got up top.
I'm gonna check down here.
I found stuff. We also have...
The
Cool. We also have 14 minutes left. Yeah, nothing in here. Alright, shall we? There's one more location before we hit the primary objective. I know there's the other spots on the map, but we can come back on the next run. Because we're still learning this game.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just try to keep it simple.
I say let's give it what, maybe three runs before we start canvassing the whole map.
Yeah, we could try that, see what it does.
Monsters out. Oh shit! Well then. Okay. Alright.
Okay, so it murked both of us.
So it was maybe an audio creature?
I imagine so.
Alright, let's try this again. But when we hear the heartbeat, we could like keep it down and see if that's the thing. We might. Alright. Oh, interesting, interesting. Yeah, we could try to. Oh, the primary objective is all the way over there.
Oh yeah, we had a fair few parties with it before. I'm losing you. A really bad line. I'm going through a tunnel. Catch you later.
We might as well head to the relay primary objective. I'm heading to the primary objective. God damn it. My god, my character, the character panics too much. The character panics too much. There needs to be a safe spot to where, like, something like Death Stranding where you hold your breath or something. And the monster was hanging around that area way too much, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like, damn.
definitely some balancing issues.
Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Gotta keep trying until we get it right. Because even if we were quiet, it was still, the monster still got us. Because it hanged around the area for too much. For too long. Well, I guess that's what the distractions are for, right? The bottles and stuff. Alright, well. Now, alright, so we kind of have to play this like Outlast Trials in a way. We have to use the... If we die the next time, we have to get, like, bottles. So we could throw it as a distraction. And then just book it.
And hopefully it's not faster than us.
Right. Yeah, let's just go for the primary objective this time. Just so we can, like, get something out of it. Oh.
We got this one.
Found a, steel trap. I'm gonna hit the objective.
Go for it.
We can hide under the beds, apparently.
I'm gonna move away from the area just in case.
Copy. Wow. Actually did. You might be able to be useless after all, huh? Give it a couple months. Once the Jokers start running the show, get their act together, come back and see me. I reckon we're gonna make a hell of a team, you and I. There's so much to do. So much more to break, fix, test, and probably run away from screaming. You're gonna love it. In the meantime, feel free to share, give you some more data. Can never have enough. Share your feedback. Okay. Well then, Angle.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right. So, okay. So obviously there's going to be different monsters and different abilities and stuff, but so that's the crawlers. So for that kind of mission, we actually have to make sure that the crawlers in the area for it to get a read on the data thing, or the data thing to get a read on the crawler.
Yeah, and don't stick too close together because it finds one, it's easier to find the other.
Right. And when the heartbeat starts going up, try not to make as much noise as possible and try to hide like under the bed or out of sight, out of line for the creature, because the creature will, you know, look almost everywhere. Like it was literally right in front of me, but I was under the bed hiding, like I was playing Outlast Trials or something.
Yeah, I saw you under the bed like a little kid, but another thing is you can pick up like steel traps and everything, and setting that should help too.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see it coming towards you or hear the heartbeat getting worse, get out of that area because he's obviously heading in your direction.
Right. 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 So there's multiple ways to get the data from the creature. There's multiple ways, and the fact that there's like this extraction high risk high reward is like, oh, do you want to stick around to get other items, or do you want to just do the primary objective and leave? I feel like the XP for just the primary objective was fine, because when you get to the primary the primary objective location, there's stuff there anyway. um
Yeah, I'm pretty sure might actually be like some daily tasks, is like, hey, while you're in there on this run, do this. You get like bonus XP, bonus currency, or whatever it is gonna give.
Right. Right. There that like Banjo's task, there is like a in the Banjo section, there is actually the task for, I guess, the run and stuff. Or like, oh hey, if you want to earn extra credit or extra XP, here you go. So the replayability is there. The replayability is there. Oh,
With creatures than anything.
oh, sorry. Apparently it cut out the audio. What did you say?
Yeah, it feels like Escape from Tarkov, where you go in and do what you got to do, and then just
Right. Right. Like, in a weird, crazy way, you know how Tarkov, like a lot of, like, I guess the PvE portion of Tarkov, folk wanted a PvE experience. Well, this is their PvE experience basically. But you're not really fighting, I guess, like dangerous NPCs. You're more just going in, getting the primary objective, and then getting out. So, um, then okay, so that's the riff number on top. That's the lobby code. You got the loadout, which will be available until the full game. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about the game. Do you have any other opinions about it, Angle?
one thing I can probably like to see is some way to see like how much noise you're making.
Right. That's like the noise thing was like what's the key thing, right? Like is it us talking? Is it the sound coming from the game itself? Like what gives it away basically, right? Because I know that in the A Quiet Place game that you cannot speak whatsoever above a certain decibel, or else the creature will hear you. So how does that apply here in this game? It would be nice to see that. You know what? Oh, almost. Let's see here. Demo guide. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have to take a look at the tips video later, but it seems like yeah, we'll see. I mean, fuck it. You want to do that? You want to do that right now and test it out to see if it's us or the game?
Yeah, we can try that. Because I know there's like broken glass all over the place, and I'm pretty sure that gives us away as well.
Right. So yeah, let's just. So okay. So before we close out this first impressions, we're gonna go back in one more time, just shoot the shit like we normally do. And if it's us talking, then yeah, it's also voice linked. But if it isn't us, then it's the typical they spotted you in their line of sight, or you made noise, and now they're investigating the noise. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go and see that little detail. Because the issue with the watching tutorial is that the watching tutorial takes you to the YouTube link rather than an actual dedicated um like tutorial lobby. I don't mind watching YouTube videos, but a tutorial lobby is so much more better.
I need you to find a big scanner thing. It lights up like a Christmas tree.
Like a little
We call
sandbox
it
thing
the
you can
disco
just
stick.
mess around in.
Right.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
we had a
Let's go.
fair few parties with it before. I'm losing you. Really bad line. I'm going through a tunnel. Catch you later.
Um But besides like some nitpicks we have about the gameplay, the game visually is incredible. Able to
Oh
run
yeah, like I have it on a medium setting, and it just looks stunning still.
right. So um okay, so there's an outpost over there. Um
Let's go ahead and check it out, because I think once we get to the objective, that's when the monster appears. Until then, we are relatively safe, or at least that's the theory.
right. And oh, a lookout. Okay, cool. So okay, so you can hide in the porta potties. Okay, nobody's here. Nobody's here. Okay. Everything good up top. Alright, so press active relay. Okay. I found a computer, and apparently it's an active relay. I'm gonna go and activate one.
Alright, go for it.
Copy. So yeah, it wasn't. So yeah, it might not be the monster. being that needs some adjustment. It might just be us just not understanding what we're supposed to do. Then again, like I never played. It's been forever since I played Outlast, an Outlast type game. So this is gonna humble me very quickly. All right, testing theory right now. Come on, bitch. You can't get me. Okay, so on the map, there's an altar, and of course the primary objective. But the funny thing is, I'm talking right now. The creature's not coming up the stairs.
Okay, so we can be noisy with our voice then. That they might end up fixing that on the release.
I hope so, because creature disappeared. By the way, there was a 30-second. I would like to say like maybe like 30 seconds, or not even 30 seconds, maybe like a minute or two before it retreated.
Well, I also tossed what they called a sonic plunger out, so it might have gone for that.
Okay.
Okay, so I apparently fell down a cliff and does not look like there's any fall damage.
Yeah, they might fix that on full release. And apparently, you can't cross the rivers, no matter how low they are. It's all invisible walls. Make your way to the primary objective angle, and then I'll make my way to the altar just to see what the altar's about. Oh,
Alright, I'm heading to the objective already.
I'm right behind you. Okay, I mean, we can go to the altar together. I mean, we kind of did the test we needed to do, so... Yeah, the whole point of this run, for those who are wondering, is just us trying to figure out if it's sound or if it's by line of sight. And we now know that's line of sight.
At least for this monster.
Yeah, they're probably going to modify it and update it. But my biggest complaint, though, is that if you're going to have low-level rivers, why do you have an invisible wall? That could be mega sound bit right there for the monster to detect or whatever, right? The, 50-50 risk crossing the river. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. So... Alright. I need to know one thing. Did the monster see us?
I don't think it did.
Okay, they need to... Maybe the tutorial video kind of... But again, it goes back to what I was saying. Like, why do you have a tutorial video? There should be like a sandbox area for us to train in. Okay, let's say for the benefit of the doubt, it is voice. Okay, I totally get it. That's the thing. But if it was voice though, why didn't the creature go up the stairs and attack me when I was talking out loud? Like, I don't understand that. Like, it circled me 3 times, and then, like, after, like, the 4th or maybe 5th time, it went back into the forest. And it's like... either you commit to the line of sight theory, or you commit to the voice theory. Don't do both, goddammit, because that's the worst thing you can do in this game. That's the worst thing you can do. Because imagine, imagine, like, we're talking, but we're way out of range. But for some reason, the creature hears us and guns for us, like it's on a mission. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You stick with line of sight, or you stick with voice reaction. Don't do both. I mean, you can do both, but what just happened to us? It was, yeah. I kind of don't get what happened there.
Yeah, it probably is through sound. It's just that what probably happened earlier, it just had a pathing issue.
Yeah, that's my hunch. You know what? Let me look at it. Let me look at the the thing right now. Um, generated, escape together. Let me see. Oh, somebody actually did talk about it. Somebody actually did talk about it in the forums. Okay, it says here, at first I thought the monster could only find you by sound, but I tried crouching and hiding in corners multiple times and he runs straight to me. To avoid him, you have to actively be hiding under furniture, which requires some awareness of the map layout. This is almost impossible because the map does not always generate the same. Okay, so from that little thing, from that little thing, it sounds like there's an issue with spotting the player. Because we got lucky that one round angle because it didn't see you and I was under the bed. But the other times we were in the map, it didn't know where we were, but we had no chance of survival if we were out in the open, which doesn't make any sense because we were crouching. Okay. Okay, so yeah, they need to fix that. They need to fix that. They need to fix that. It's either by line of sight or by sound. Don't try to whatever it's doing here is not working out. Yeah, any last or
yeah,
what?
I'm not sure like what was the pathing of it, but yeah, it definitely needs to pick like one or the other. If it's going to do both, it needs to have like one a little stronger than the other.
Mm-hmm. Because because as one person said, I'm gonna read it to you again. At first, I thought the monster could only find you by sound, but I tried crouching and hiding in corners multiple times and he runs straight to me. To avoid him, you have to actively be hiding under the furniture, which requires some awareness of the map layout. This is almost impossible because the map does not always generate the same. And I also agree with this person's take. There is no jump button, which doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And apparently there's like the revival shrine, but the revival shrine doesn't work. You haven't tried the revival, but apparently we're not gonna try out something if Angle goes down. It's like, okay, how do I revive him? Okay, well, what happens if the revival shrine doesn't work? Okay, so what's the point of the revival shrine? So the game has some good ideas here, but the biggest issue is the monster's ability to path and identifying the player location, or the ability to identify the player location. If it's by line of sight, okay, great, standard monster stuff. But it's by sound and line of sight, well, it's like, okay, well, you kind of have to have this 50-50 balance, because I was under the bed and I was safe, but me and Angle were not even near the monster's line of sight. But for some reason, the monster knew where we were. Now, maybe it's because I blipped and I talked, right? But there were other times where, like, well, we kind of were just farting around, and it's like, well, the monster could have clearly went after us as soon as we spawned in, but it didn't. So I don't know. There needs to be some addressing the monster's pathing and ability to detect players. Yeah. Do you have any other final thoughts, Angle? Angle? Oh. Oh. Angle. Do you have any other thoughts, Angle?
Other than like maybe a rudimentary sound meter that would kind of help us like gauge how much sound we're making or how bad we're messing up with that,
Right.
and maybe fix like how it's detecting us. That's about the only things I could figure.
Yeah, same. Because it's like, again, and it goes back to that person's forum post. It's if it's by sound, then like, have a clear distinction of what, like, the monster detection. Like, okay, is it because we were talking? Is it because of some random channel redeeming? Because obviously people are going to stream and play this. So it's like, okay, is the channel redeeming like a sound alert? Was that a giveaway? Like, oh, it wasn't sound. Okay, so it was by line of sight. Okay. But wait, if we were over the ridge and the monster couldn't see us, so how was it able to see us? There's a lot that needs to be addressed with the monster pathing, and well, not just the monster pathing, but the monster's ability to detect players and so on and so forth, as well as all the other things that the lack of jump, the rudimentary sound pattern thing. But yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed this first impressions look into Macabre, from WeForge Studio, then leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you enjoyed this first impressions look, to check out the other first impressions that we have here, that I have here on the channel. And I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.